Hello students, welcome to Chemistry World. In the previous video, we completed the classification of drugs. In that one, we completed up to antibiotics that is present in the chemotherapeutic agents. Now we will see the remaining chemotherapeutic agents. Fifth one is the anti-protozoal drug. Anti-protozoal drugs. We know protozoa, nothing but a single celled eukaryote. Okay, protozoa, nothing but a single celled eukaryote. These are called protozoa. Here in this one, anti-protozoal drugs, these drugs are used for the cure of disease that was caused by the protozoans are called anti-protozoal drugs. See here, the drugs used for the cure of disease that was caused by protozoans are called anti-protozoal drugs. Anti-protozoal drugs. In this one, protozoal infections that are less common than the bacterial and viral infections. Here example for the drugs are metronidazole, that is one of the anti-protozoal drug. In these anti-protozoal drugs, anti-amoebic and anti-trypanocidal drugs are also placed under these anti-protozoal drugs. Second point in this one, that is protozoal infections are less common than bacterial and viral infection. Bacterial and viral infections. See, example for this is metronidazole. Metronidazole. This is the example for anti-protozoal drug, and this is used for the treatment of all forms of amoebiasis. Metronidazole is used to treat the all forms of amoebiasis. Okay, and this metronidazole, this is a member of class of imidazole, and now we will see the structure of this metronidazole. Nitrogen, at this position we have methyl group, at this position we have nitro group, and here OH. This is the structure of metronidazole. This is what? This is the metronidazole structure. This is about the anti-protozoal drugs. Next, sixth one is the antifungal drugs. Antifungal drugs. These drugs that are used against the various types of fungal infections, those are called as antifungal drugs. Or to treat the fungal infections, we are using the antifungal drugs. See, the drugs that are used to treat the fungal infections are called antifungal drugs. antifungal drugs. Example for these antifungal drugs is salicylic acid. Salicylic acid. This is commonly used as antifungal drug. The structure of this salicylic acid is okay. This is the salicylic acid structure. Salicylic acid. In antifungal drugs, these are administered orally, or some of these antifungal drugs are applied topically in the form of creams and ointments. మనం మెయిన్గా ఏం చేస్తాం, ఈ సాలిసిలిక్ యాసిడ్ అనేది మనకి క్రీమ్స్లో యూజ్ చేస్తారు, బ్యూటీ ప్రోడక్ట్స్లో ఈ సాలిసిలిక్ యాసిడ్ని యూజ్ చేస్తారు. అండ్ దిస్ సాలిసిలిక్ యాసిడ్, దిస్ ఈజ్ ఏ ప్లాంట్ హార్మోన్. Seventh one, that is the anti-helminthic drug. Anti-helminthic drugs. Anti-helminthic drugs, these are used to treat the disease that was caused by the parasitic worms, that are called as anti-helminthic drugs. The drugs that are used in the treatment of disease caused by parasitic worms are called anti-helminthic drugs. Anti-helminthic drugs. These are used to treat the disease that was caused by the parasitic worms. Those are called as anti-helminthic drugs. Mainly, these anti-helminthic drugs, this will remove the parasitic worms from the body of the host. These drugs remove the parasitic worms from the body of the host. Example for these anti-helminthic drugs, mainly dichlorofen. This is used as anti-helminthic drug. This is mainly used against the infection caused by the tapeworms. That purpose we are using the dichlorofen. Mebendazole or hetrazone, these are also used as anti-helminthic drugs. The eighth therapeutic agent, that is antiseptic drugs. Antiseptic drugs. These antiseptic drugs used as a eighth therapeutic agent. These antiseptic drugs mainly prevents the growth of microorganisms. Those microorganisms that are in contact with the host, okay, those are called the drugs to treat the growth of to prevent the growth of microorganisms. Those are called as antiseptics. The drugs that prevent the growth of microorganisms as they remain in contact with host body are called antiseptics. They destroy the bacteria, virus, fungi and other infective microorganisms. These antiseptic drugs without harm the tissue of the host cells. Second point of this one, they destroy bacteria, virus, fungi, and other infective organisms. This doesn't affect or without harming the tissues of the host cells. Example for these antiseptic drugs are iodol. We can use iodoform, spirit, isopropyl alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol we are using mainly in sanitizers. Next, phenol and iodol. All these are used as antiseptics. మనకి తెలిసిన యాంటీసెప్టిక్ ఏంటి అంటే మనం డెటాల్ని కూడా యూజ్ చేస్తాము. దట్ ఈస్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద యాంటీసెప్టిక్. ఎగ్జాంపుల్ spirit, isopropyl alcohol, and iodol. All these are used as antiseptics. Mainly iodol. This is used in dressing of wounds. Okay, the structure of this iodol is like this. This is the structure of iodol. Ninth one is the anti-leprosy drugs. Leprosy, this is a slow endemic disease. This was caused by the Mycobacterium leprae. Leprosy is a slow endemic disease caused by Mycobacterium leprae. Okay, this is about leprosy, and the drugs that are used to treat the leprosy are called anti-leprosy drugs. The drugs that are used in the treatment of leprosy are called anti-leprosy drugs. Example for this anti-leprosy drug is dapsone. We can call this as diamino diphenyl sulfone or dapsone. This is one of the anti-leprosy drug. The structure of this dapsone is like this. At this position we have amine groups. Okay, this is diamino diphenyl sulfone. Diamino diphenyl sulfone, or we can call this as dapsone, DDS or dapsone. This is one of the anti-leprosy drug. The 10th therapeutic agent is anti-tubercular drugs. Anti-tubercular drugs. These drugs are mainly this tuberculosis. That is one of the disease that was caused by the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. TB అంటాం మనం. Tuberculosis is the disease caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Okay, అండ్ ఈ ట్యూబర్క్యులోసిస్ అనేది ఎక్కడ వస్తుంది అంటే దిస్ ఈజ్ మెయిన్లీ అకర్ ఇన్ ద లంగ్స్. మైకోబాక్టీరియం ట్యూబర్క్యులోసిస్ ఆఫ్ లంగ్స్, దిస్ ఈజ్ మోస్ట్ కామన్లీ occurring disease. This is a lung disease. Tuberculosis is a lung disease. It is a lung disease. In some conditions, this bacteria that gets widely distributed through the body. So, a proper treatment of this disease that is necessary for the tuberculosis. And the drugs that are used to treat the disease that are called anti-tubercular drugs. Example of this anti-tubercular drug that is para-amino salicylic acid. Para-amino salicylic acid, that is PAS. This is mainly used as anti-tubercular drug. Now we will see the structure of this para-amino salicylic acid. Already we know the salicylic acid structure. This is the salicylic acid structure. At para position we have amino group. So the name of this anti-tubercular drug is para-amino salicylic acid. Next is the anti-neoplastic drugs. This is the last therapeutic agent. Anti-neoplastic drugs. These drugs mainly used to treat the cancer. Those are called anti-neoplastic drugs. The drugs that are used in the treatment of cancer are called anti-neoplastic drugs. Called as anti-neoplastic drugs. And example for these anti-neoplastic drugs are chlorambucil and fluorouracil. These two are used as anti-neoplastic drugs. We have different example for these anti-neoplastic drugs. Those are Toxal, fluorouracil. In competitive exam they will ask this one, fluorouracil, and oxynomycin. Next, chlorambucil. These are some of the anti-neoplastic drugs mainly used to treat the cancer. Now we will see the fluorouracil structure. This fluorouracil structure is like this. At this position we have oxygen, hydrogen, double bond O, and fluorine. This is the structure of the fluorouracil, and this is an anti-metabolite with anti-neoplastic activity. An anti-metabolite with anti-neoplastic activity. Okay, this is the example for anti-neoplastic drugs. This is total your therapeutic agents, that is chemotherapeutic agents. We have 11 chemotherapeutic agents. Thank you students for watching this video.